all up there as well. Rez gonna try and find first blood. In fact, nice first kill. Zori, quick response at large though. Hampus though on the flip side gonna find one. In fact, Nork there to support, and the bomb has been mollied off. A team molly, in fact, but X7 is gonna find himself a chance, an opportunity, but a second kill to X7's name. Leaves ZTR and Plopsky alone, and this A site fairly compromised, hollowed out by the HAVU side as Slowy edges his way on forward. A beautiful chance to get a bomb plant. NIP set back a fair bit, but still well within the equation to take their first.
Absolutely. Bomb being planted, but ZTR not going to hold back. As you said, this youngster is absolutely insane. Plopsky joins in as well. Nice little crossfire set up there for X.
This round work, but with 50 seconds to go, they are working with time quite well. Aerial spotting out one, the grenade landing deep. The Molotov going to be trying to flush the jungle player out. ZTR, this is perfect. He's caught in the angle. They're spamming him. They think by now he would have died, but in fact, he pushes on forward. Aerial,
ooh,
beautiful shot. The head torn away, and with 30 seconds to go, HAVU, they need to pick up the pace, and they will be slamming down the gauntlet towards this A site.
Yeah, they have the numbers advantage as well. Pretty much shut down with the molly from Ticket Booth. So, figure out that Rez is holding down jungle. A little bit of a peak could be a little bit of a detriment to them. Nork is able to find that frag. Rez as well with 2. And NIP have turned it right back in their favor. Zori and Slowy now both alive for the HAVU side, but that's gonna last too long here from Slowy. Zori tries his luck, but he gets pincered in. Plopsky with the final. Something of an A push. ZTR also holding that one down, but distractions being created onto the B site does keep them lured to that position as well. Down in Sandwich, a little bit of a trade does come through. Galil wins it over UMP. That's going to be the bomb plant though. Nork through the bomb, not going to show his position just yet. Wait for the peak. Not exactly connecting how he would have liked to. And HAVU now are able to control post plant with 4 players to 3, looking very favorable for them indeed. And NIP doesn't seem they're going to go for this. They need a pick if they want to go for it. And HAVU, I don't think they're going to give that to them, right? I mean, they can just play safe. Bomb is planted for them on ramp. 2 players holding that down. Numbers advantage for them on that A site. NIP know that they're in a tough spot economically, so saving those rifles onto the next round is of essence. Okay, Slowy turning up the wall hacks. Hampus does reposition. Not quite sure if he's been spotted out, but now he has. Slowy finds that kill. Nork at the same time finds 3 of his own, because why not? NIP, especially considering the fact that HAVU have brought down to the last penny.
Oh, beautiful shot from Nork to open things up. Will they expect ZTR up close? No, they will not. Jemmy, good for one. An Aerial with another, however, so things become a little bit scary. Rez up close towards connector. Plopsky as well going to be there for assistance, and he catches Slowy's back through the smoke, and so no problems at all as Rez going to chime in with one more. Aerial making it a little bit more costly for the NIP side, but it seems to be they've got things well under wraps. But Aerial, a beautiful play, actually moving his way around, and this could be the chance that HAVU need. Slowly edging his way on round in towards jungle, peeking middle, noticing nobody is around it. Will NIP expect this play? I don't think so. Plopsky has gone unnoticed. He's crept right under their noses, but with 35 seconds, he needs to make a play quite quickly. AWP and M4 whipped out and jeweled, ready to fight once again. But Aerial going back in for seconds.
He is indeed. Not many seconds remaining left, but he might catch Plopsky off guard. Nope, not going to happen. Making sure that NAP expend most of their utility before HAVU pull the trigger onto this push. But now with the molly thrown out, a smoke and a flash left in their bags, they might as well get it going. Smoke now thrown onto connector, and this is them trickling now onto the A site.
HAVU, a lot of work to do, being the man down. Rez on low HP, however, could be yet another detriment, and with 20 seconds, HAVU secure themselves a plant, so it's a cash injection they're willing to take should they lose this one. But right now, it is NIP up for the retake. 4 players towards CT. Flashbangs go high, and all 4 players charging on our Hampus is going to be caught out towards middle. So information gathered about X7's location. Zori with another, and Slowy towards connector. It's crumbling. NIP down to 2. Rez and Nork the last 2 left, and they know this isn't worth going for in any regard. They're going to run away, keep the guns within their pockets, secure themselves at least financial benefit coming into the next one. But as the bomb detonates, HAVU find 3, and they're most certainly going to be chuffed about that result, because it's one step closer to leveling things out against
them out. But at the same time, keep NIP in the darkness. Not much utility thrown out so far, which does make NIP second guess what is going on. HAVU Playing it slow, but NIP looks like they may go for some sort of aggression here in A ramp.
Beautifully done. They're going to continue to work their way on through. And NIP have gathered so much control towards ramp. ZTR off angle could be beautifully done as well. Slowy, he won't expect this whatsoever. He's going to peek the wrong angle. Beautiful first. And ZTR nearly with a second, but damage has been done. And Rez, the cleanup crew inbound towards ramp. Bomb dropped. 3 players got. Naught to tally it to 4. And you best believe NIP have found 7. What a perfect...
It out. Still, HAVU does push onto the A site either way, already on site. Jemmy is able to find that kill. Knocked down already, and they are blocked out of sight. A nice little smoke there does allow ZTR to push through, but Rez is able to find that first frag onto Jemmy. HAVU do get themselves their bomb plant here, but X7, look at the rotation. I don't think the drop has been heard. He will be able to get a frag. No, holds on to his trigger. And we'll be able to find the flank onto short. The bomb has been planted for Catwalk either way. As soon as Aerial does peek out, he's good for one. Push coming in through. Aerial with a second. X7 finds the last one from behind. Nice push there from
as well. But as you have a look back, this is beautiful from Aerial. The first shot, justifiable, but I thought imminently the trade was going to be there. And Rez, I mean, talk about a flick from Aerial. Just raring to go. And as we head into round 15, ZCR just waiting for his chance. That flashbang good, but caught with a smoke out, and that's cost him his life. Hampus, I was going to say good for a kill, but HAVU wreaking havoc towards A. Nice shot from Naught to try and level things out slightly. A 3 versus 2. The no scope up close working to great effectiveness. As the push might be inbound. Aerial already up close. The nade just going to chunk a bit of damage away from Aerial. Down to 77. Nork is going to try and push out towards Connector, and his teammates there to assist as well. NIP, it's a do or die moment. Being the last round of the half, they've got to press and go for this. There's no point saving. Popsky going to be leading the charge, and so a first kill will be obtained. Nork missed shot, and that might just cost him his life. Oh my god, Nork! What was that shot? What?
Can close up the gap. Not only will it close up the gap, but it does do wonders to the economy for the first few rounds. Coming in through, trickling onto the B site. Slowy will be the first one to greet him, but he is going to fall back, allowing them to get the full push onto the site, getting the bomb plant. It is going to be a 5 versus 5 for the retake. X7 finding that first frag coming into it. But they're going to take slow on the rotations here. Doubling back on this. Plopsky does peek it through. Not able to find the first frag. Snork and Plopsky both finding one apiece. NIP on site have the numbers right now. Have the positioning. They can just hold it down and wait for HAVU to push through. Rez not exactly pointing on the pieces there. Plopsky and Nork join in for the last 2. But it's everyone with a second. X7 finds the last one from behind.
But as time ticks away, it becomes a little more
exceptional stuff, and they get themselves on the ball
for them. And when Slowy finds the first on problem is now though NIP they've got some thinking to do in the short push inbound. Slowy to invest and hold things down. Beautiful exactly that. M4's dropped to low HP, and in fact they are going to push back forward. Slowy's got off another. There's even a jet shot. Good for one, but I thought imminently the trade was going to be there. And Rez, I mean, talk about a flick from Aerial. Just no more. X7 from behind.
Find that last headshot there, but it's down to 2v2. Bomb being planted. Rotation coming in from Catwalk as well from Aerial. UMP in that long distance. Spray down in the end. Finds CTR. And it's all up to New York now with the Galil. Padding it out. Oh, now they know where he is. Peeks through. Does quite a bit of damage. Re-peeks the second corner. Finds one to kill onto Aerial. It was a headshot to do it. Peeks again. Aggressive movement. Draws out the pistol. Doesn't find the shot. X7 is the one to do it. Oh my word, draws out the pistol, finds the kill.
A slight chance in this one, and as we have a look at this replay, oh my word, is this such a sick shot to open things up. Slowy, a beast. And the second shot as well, just underappreciated. Plopsky no more. And then Jemmy towards apartments, it went unchecked because of... And NIP actually making all the way down towards bottom. Connector, Hampus just one-tapping Zori. Slowy gonna try and drop the Molotov in response. Rez could try and catch him out as the smoke phase, and he'll do exactly that. There's a second kill found, and HAVU, no trades found, no responses heard. And with 1:10 to go, NIP, beautiful options right now, plenty of them, and being 2 men up, this is just a perfect chance for NIP to score with 12.
Perfect chance indeed. NIP do have the numbers. And HAVU the left and a little bit of a pickle. Pints it in though. Look at the rotation. Plopsky will push through apartments. Knows where Jemmy is. Makes a lot of noise. Hampers. It's going to be simple. They had no idea he was there. And it's all up to Aerial now. On the wrong side of the map in CT. Looking to push through market. But it's 5-9 remaining here for NIP. Looking very strong for them. They should be able to win that one out, no problem whatsoever. Aerial will try and fall.
NIP to try and halt HAVU in their tracks, and while they are on the half bite, they are going to try and make the most of it. Flashbangs over, the fast A smokes inbound, and NIP looking to explode out towards A. Aerial good for one, a second bomb dropped as well. This UMP doing all the work right now as Rez good for one. The trade is found, and the spam on through could be the end of NIP's time in this one as Rez swings wide and spots out three. AWP tagged, and now it's Hampus that needs to go huge as he's alone against three. Good for one. A second could be found as well, but tagged up through the box leaves him down to 15. He does spot the man on the cross as well, but with bomb in hand, he's actually been allowed to rotate right on through towards short. And in fact, I'm guessing he's just going to run straight towards B. With a minute to go, plenty of time to work around, and the bomb planted for short. Hampus teeing himself up quite nicely, and actually, even though disadvantage in HP, I feel like favorable in position if he plays this one right.
Absolutely. But it's one shot, one kill on him, right? One bullet to any part of this body should do the deal. Same could be said for Zori, though X7 could withstand a couple at this point, unless it is a headshot. So Hampus needs to be precise with this. Odds are not in his favor, although he does have the defense lineup coming through. But NIP need to be fast. Bomb is taking Zori already on site, getting the spray down. The barrel of the weapon of Hampus was shown, and Zori's able to do it. Diffuse kit at hand, that should be it. It's going to be close, but they've got it. No problem whatsoever.
The sound cue's given. Aerial, a great chance to backstab, but Nip picking up the pace as they head out towards A. One player out Konsu towards ramp, and the rotates are inbound, but Hampus could be the man to try and shut down Aerial completely, but no. He's going to go to the wrong place. He's going to go Palace instead of ramp. Plopsy good for one, however, and so they'll be very aware of the flank, quite possibly.
Oh, though. Look at this, Aerial coming in. He may be able to spot a couple of players here in dark. Oh, it's going to be tough. Not much time remaining. Add a numbers at advantage. HAVU are going for this either way. Ooh, spots out Plopsky. What a shot, though. Deletes Aerial out of existence. NIP looking so strong, getting themselves a 15th right now. Match point underway. There's nothing they can do. Slowly will try and find an exit frag. Save their weapons is all they can do at this point, because right after the bomb explosion, they will have nothing apart from what they have so far. From the start, so if HAVU are able to get themselves a rifle out of that, it wouldn't be too bad of a deed. The Rez coming in from mid. Plopsky knows what's going on. Zori on the flank, caught off guard, and just like that, NIP find themselves in a 4v2. Aerial now, trying his luck. Tetris push. ZTR finds a headshot. Demi all by himself. He's going to be able to find one, but a 1v3 flash gets drawn out. 25 pieces of health. Will try his luck from jungle, but the bomb being planted, this is not going to be easy at all. He needs nothing less than a miracle here.
And as he pressures on towards CT, it's
Going for that B site take. Bomb at hand. Surely they will have the numbers advantage in this one as well. Push coming through. X7 will be left all by himself to defend this until the rotations do come in. Nice little crossfire set up now, as it does peek through, but he's still going to wait for reinforcements. Aerial coming in from behind. Zori from heaven. But the bomb hasn't been planted yet. No, nice little peek there from Zori. Nice little one-tap headshot there onto Plopsky. That means that Nork is all by himself. Needs to recollect the bomb down to 33. Couple of bullets should do the job. But yeah, HAVU, they're playing time. They're playing with NIP's feelings right now. Not going for the plant. X7 peaks just that.
So this could be a bit of a daunting factor, but NIP going to try and manipulate the players best as they can, as the A-bomb site seems to be well within reach.
Ooh.
Spam on through Zori. Big damage, no conversion. Utility on through, flooding the A site with bodies, but slowing an Aerial so good so far. There's 2 kills, and the bomb out in the open means that Nip, they have to pressure on forward and find this slowly with a third as Rez no more. The orb tearing people apart as it's just Nork remaining, and he's not even good for one.
On the CT side, it is an IP's map, so it's the fact that HAVU have got a strong start from the get-go really does favor in that much. Nork, though, he's able to catch Jeremy off guard as he peeks off wide. The AWP will be able to get that long distance kill underway. Slowly repositions in Toxic, a little bit of a lineup setup. Smoke from short, but it's main that NIP are looking to push through. Find a frag, potentially. X7 peeks through. Headshot found. Slowly as well joins as well. But it's all up to Nook. 1v4. Really, not much he can do it. She grenade thrown down to 40. desperately looking for a frag. Finds one, but that's going to be it. HAVU with a 4-0 start, opening this map. If you look at the rotations, 7 is already going towards A, so it's just going to be Jemmy holding this down. Flash is drawn out, will delay their push a little bit long, but there's not much time remaining. They're going to commit with this. Jemmy coming up close and personal with the MP7, the shortest ranged weapon of his team currently. X7 though with the AUG scopes in. He's able to find one, but the smoke is down to allow the bomb to get down as well. Zori, oh, he finds a shot onto ZTR, down to 10 HP. Pistol shot should do it, but that allows X7 to push up aggressively. Plopsky joins in as well, but Zori will be ready for that. Yes, he will. Finds a frag all of a sudden. This is becoming dangerous for the NIP side. Rez, though, he's getting that one. Zori, though, he's with the AWP as well. He can match this aggression. Peeks out. It's not going to take some time wrapping around Monster. Oh, Zori! What a shot! Absolutely out of his mind with time to spare on the defuse.
What a round. I have no words. His first shot viable. ZTR no swing, rightly so. He knew that had he have swung, he'd have lost it. To be a large prospect right now, but Zori, the timing. He won't expect 3 people here.
No,
This cost him his life. That's poor. Rez, good for one, but here we go. Plopsky deleting his teammates. ZTR removed from the round, and even he gets shut down completely. A 3 versus 3 scenario. Utility thrown out. X7 looking for his chance, and he'll be given that. Rez dropped, and the AWP of naught to try and mop things up. And a team kill might have just cost them the round, as HAVU with a minute to strike are in a 2 versus 3. NIP need to find a way to level things out once more. Nork granted a chance, but the Orc ducks away out of time. And oh my word, is this becoming even spicier than it already was.
Oh, but the wraparound here from Slowy, he's able to catch Nork off guard. Finding that frag does get him back in game, but Hampus is in a 1v3, getting wrapped up around behind as well. He's able to find Jemmy, but needs to be careful. Not quite wary of X7's position. HAVU can close this gap, but they need to take this gradual approach to it. They can't look at the grand scheme of things, saying that HAVU is so far ahead, but their lineup here is good for Slowy already. Molly drawn out is able to trade that one out as Plopsky's flames do give him a little bit of barbecue. Aggression, though, from Hampus does find that one frag for Jemmy. Maybe favorable for NIP right now. Not finding one. Rez with another. So NIP finding kills on all fronts. Nothing too flashy, but it works out. Maybe HAVU caught a little bit off guard. No buddy system, no refrag potential for them. Losing out on every single one of the trades without finding anything in return. NIP in numbers right now, as X7 is left all by himself onto the B site. But NIP have their sights on A, and that's where they're going to be able to get the bomb planted down. X7 is able to spot one player down, but not for long. NIP make it work from the get-go. Zori, he's pushed up aggressively. He'll only be able to help up later on, but they're lining up towards A long, both of them. Zori, though, he's got a good lineup here. Oh, okay, Hampus, that was very long range, but finds a headshot. All of a sudden, they may be able to do this. X7, though, he's able to come back in time from dumpster, find a frag, and help out onto the A site. 3-man strong now for the defense. Ariel doesn't fall back from A long and is able to hold it down, continuing to devour one by one. ZTR and Plopsky also join in on the fray. ZTR not quite able to find a spray down onto the second. Slowy and Jemmy join in as well. The chimes, they come through. Nork with 2, with 1 player surviving. NIP taking it towards the B site. HAVU with the numbers advantage may be able to get themselves the right rotations in, but there's only 2 people currently holding down the B site. NIP are going to go for a fast push. They might find the right opportunity to get themselves in. Spray down coming through the smoke. ZTR finding the better angle through that. Jemmy, not much he can do. Shut down by ZTR once more with that Galil. Absolutely ruthless. Zori from above now tries to chime in with a bullet or 2, but he's not really connecting. Only the HG grenade thrown out onto Rez does do a little bit of damage, but down to 3 players. HAVU have a tough retake ahead. They need to pick, or else this will not be possible. It's gonna look tough, but slowly he'll ease up ahead slowly but surely. Too many gaps for him to handle, too many positions from the NIP side. They are holding it down one by one, devouring them. HAVU, nothing they can do. I reckon they're gonna fall back. Zori missing on that shot as well. NIP, they're chiming in for a third. A little bit of an exit frag brought up here from Slowy, but that's gonna be that. NIP into the game still, not running out. Not gonna matter too much though. As NIP are chiming into the left side, to the right side on that, if I may. Hampus with a nice little pick there, but Jemmy, oh, he needs to be careful lining up. Spray coming through. Rez finds the refrag. Coming in from behind. X7 as well. Hampus needs to be careful. He can hear the footsteps, so he's able to find the frag, and all of a sudden needs to look behind once more. Aerial down to 7, but NIP find themselves onto site. Rotation coming in from Zore, but it's not going to be soon enough. NIP 3 versus 2 coming into this one. And with not much util remaining here onto the HAVU side, there's not much he can do. Nice little frag there from Nork. That's probably going to do it. Zore in a very tough feat against him. Know exactly where he is. Not finding the headshot onto Nork. And that means that to the side of it, it's going to be a B-side take. Completely deserted though. NIP wants to go for the fast retake. And ZTR finding a nice little frag does put them at the numbers advantage, but they're expecting the bomb plant to come through. They want to overwhelm them fast before the setup comes out. But I think that's a little bit too late. HAVU got most of their players set up already. But NIP, 3 different angles for where they want to push through. Maybe 4 if they decide to come up from main, but look at the aggression from X7. Oh, Blopski's able to pop him out, saves his teammates' life, slowly pushes through. Rez with the frag. 2 players remaining now from HAVU. One by one, they will fall. Jemmy finds one, but it's not going to be enough. Lovely retake there from NIP. Getting themselves a 7th, getting themselves a pistol, and that will catapult them. Really aggressed too far. They pretty much have I think X7 on the right side of the map, pretty much on lurking angle, expecting NIP to push through, maybe find a frag if that is the case. But lining up towards B with 2 players defending, NIP maybe in a little bit of trouble here as HAVU close up the gap between themselves and their opponents. Flash to be thrown. Plopsky finds that one, no problem whatsoever. Holding down the line, re-peaks fast, but the trade does come through from Jemmy. 2v3. There's Nork. Comes in from behind, does some damage. Not going to be enough though, as Hampus does find the frag. Nork finishes off X7, falling back.
Choice of sight, unless if they want to risk the rotate with 50 seconds to go, and the only way they can facilitate that is if they head on out towards connector. Plopsky dropping the nade in close. Aerial nearly losing his life to it, but it does land just shy. ZTR going to drop the molly as well, as the time being burnt out by the NIP side, and that is going to be every functional chance that they have within this one. Plopsky mollied out, but does find one, and in fact the tag down to Zori as well to 35. It's problem after problem, and HAVU, they don't have enough time to solve them, as it's ZTR now that has to go huge. Already found
so
one,
low.
Needs to push on forward, but oh my god, look at the HP of the remaining 3. Not 1 bullet to each, and no way. HAVU closed it out quite nicely. A
Player approaching A, 1 player approaching B, and there's 1 player per site pretty much there to greet them on the NIP side. But look at this luring out. Hampus aggresses through, wins out the trade on that regard. Know that they've got to line up onto the A site, but there's not much time remaining. Hampus draws out the incendiary, allowing them to not push any further, lines them up, finds one, trade does come through. Zori's still alive with most of his health, all of his health actually, but the same could be said here from ZTR. Molly does damage to him, 84 HP. But a bullet to the head should do it either way. Can he find it through? Knows exactly where they are. Each player's location is pretty much compromised at this point. Push out and wide swing there from Zori. Wins the clutch. And they're the ones under pressure. They're the ones that need to chime in on this map, or else they'll be in big trouble. Like 7 going up close and personal, finding 2 frags that they do get themselves on the B side, but already the bomb does get planted in, and NIP with the rotations.
Beautifully done, and now NIP on the back foot. They have to backpedal, and I can only assume that they'll go for a save. With 3 players, it's a wise decision to run away, because they'll earn more money that they can drop the likes of Plopsky and ZTR with rifles, and then they can reimburse the extra $3,000 or however much Nip will get from this into the next for the utility, possibly whatever they want to bring into this one. But again, a daunting thought is that HAVU at 13, NIP, they've got little to no room for error, and that is the scariest thought of it all.
It's a frag collected. That's going to be it though. The only loss that HAVU has had. Players, which will be a tall feat, especially with a 4-man lineup here from HAVU. It looks like they're taking things slow once more, taking it to the latter stages of this round, where there's not much time remaining. They need to be fast, they need to be proactive, but they're looking for a pick, which may not come their way. The fact that NIP are playing this slow, playing this collectively, they may not be able to find the frag, but they do. but they need to be fast. 20 seconds remaining. Holding it down. The spray down comes through from Zorre. North there from Truck. Only finds one as X7 finds a trade through. But where is the bomb plant? They need to find it soon enough. 7 seconds remaining. Plopsky from behind. Bomb won't get planted. It needs to be out in the open. X7 once more. Runs out of time. NIP win that one out. What is this? HAVU, you have no more time.
Seem to have solidified themselves into a great advantage, but with 35 seconds, time is now becoming more of a problem than a virtue for the Finns, and Rez's flank could be the whole problem going down. Execute. Rez needs to be careful of connector, and he's caught out by X7. The flank gone, and now the A-bomb site overhauled. It is over, I do believe, and unless if a 3 versus 5 can come out, it will be HAVU taking us to a third and final map.
And they need nothing less than a miracle to come back with this one. 5 players remaining for the HAVU side. Very close to ending this map and taking it to Nuke. With a chance to actually win out the series and take it to the semi-finals. That's what they want. NIP not going to get let go that easily, though. With the Deagles, they'll try and look for that miracle. Try and find those kills. Slurry, though, he's got the right lineup down. 2 kills easily done. That's it. Nork. There's no way he comes back from this one. HAVU with 16. 11. Well, why am I talking about overpass? It's Nuke. Yeah, but still, 77.8% win rate already. Kill coming out from Nuke. Nork. Coming through. Rez as well. Finding 1 frag. Heading onto the A side is exactly what they're looking for. 2 players left. One by one, they're getting shut down. Zorre finally fires a punch back, finishing blow onto the head of Nork, down to the 4 hampers coming in from behind, pincering them in. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Zorre gets shut down as well. Slowly joins the same fate as his fallen teammate. But why not? It was a good play there from Nork, so you might as well see it again. Rez, though, finding a nice little frag as they're pushing in, lurking in. Rez finds the follow-up. No knee frag coming in from HAVU. Nothing they can do as Rez tries to reposition, falling up in a little backwards angle. ZTR chimes in with his MP9. Though Jemmy and Zorre finally getting themselves some frags. Shut down, though, with a headshot, with a bullet to the head.
Getting ever so close up, conceding a second. But as time whittles away, HAVU eyebrows are starting to raise. Do they have enough time to get on out properly? And even then, is the execution going to be there? Well, right now, we'll have to wait and see. Time ticking away. It seems to be now's the time that they want to pull the trigger. Now's the time they want to try and take some more control. While Slowey's caught off ZTR. Plopsky gone unchecked. 2 to his name already. He's going to drop down as well. Might even be able to find a third for his troubles, but no. Nork and Rez, though, on the back burners, they're able to clean a little more fortified. And HAVU could play a game of mind games. Nork, though, beautiful first shot. Plopsky, big damage as well. It's the second kill converted, and the HP depleted on Zori. Ariel excusing to follow suit as Hampers falls. It's a 3 versus 3. And NIP, once again, conceding the lowest site. Unfortified it seems to be. And as the bomb goes down, well and truly, I'm surprised at how well HAVU's dealing with NIP on Nuke.
Yeah, they're not doing too bad. But on the CT side, you'd expect to have some sort of level of consistency. Rez now, nice little shot though. Zori and Jeremy now the 2 remaining survivors of the HAVU side, repositioning on ramp as well. But he's making quite a lot of noise with that one. Zori from the back of the site, he's able to find one, but now position now compromised. Jeremy gets shut down, all up to Zori in a 1v2. Takes the first shot, doesn't able to connect, and Rez will be able to shut him down just like that. Diffuse coming through, kit at hand, and NIP will be able to succeed in winning this one out. Tested he will. They are going to ease in closely, though. Oh, Hamper sticking around, though. He's able to find one. Not going to be able to translate that into second as Zori does shut him down through the smoke. So an equal trade out in the end. Plopsky going for a little bit of a spray down through the smoke. But as the smokes fade out, they need to fall back on this. Equal in numbers. Running out of util, though. Still flashes and HE grenades, but they need smokes if they want to cover their tracks outside. The HAVU, they've got a couple of players coming onto the A site shortly. Plopsky, though, dropped down. Needs to defend this all by himself. Nork joining in as well from up top. ZTR falls down, tries to deal with this. Completely flashed down. Rez is good for 2. All of a sudden, Plopsky is able to find one more. Everything that HAVU tried in pushing that around got one out. They'll definitely look to get themselves to the semi-finals. A prospect they do want to get to. You can't have too little tournaments under your belt. Pinnacle Cup is one of them that they'll want to get under their way. ZTR Hampus with a lineup finds 2. Simple round from NIP. It just seemed like HAVU had nothing this round, but they had rifles, they had AK-47s, they still do, but they look like they're non-existent in this game, shutting down one player at a time. Ariel's the only player surviving, but that's not going to be for long, as Rez finds that gear on Yuke. One shot found there, beautiful one in fact, and that just puts HAVU further back in this game.
This is unreal. Hampus already won to his name. Looking for more. Rez on the flip side of the smoke catches out Jamie. And it leaves them now into a 2 versus 4. HAVU have already made their way towards the lower site. So a promising beginning, quite possibly, with 30 seconds to go. A smoke deployed on the cross. Hampus looking to try and spam on through. The bomb is being planted. Hampus, oh my word, Hampus turned PogChampus. He's the man that's found NIP. ZTR drops on down. It's nearly a suicide. Fortunately, Ariel was going to pick him up before the embarrassment strikes for NIP. The bomb goes down and chances created once more. A 5 versus 3. HAVU given a chance. Hampus does find the first, and this is where it becomes spicy. It could be a second to his name as well. A player up close. X7 gonna drop him, however. And so Plopsky and Nork against 4. That flashbang not working out. And so we'll see a 12-3 half. But NIP still a very respectable score to put up.
Very respectable indeed.
They're reduced down to just 3. 20 seconds with the additional minute left remaining. Jemmy now has to hold true towards A, and while he's tapped down 1, needs to find more. He does exactly that. Plopsky against 5, and he will not see anything other than the 1. And you've got 8 rounds before HAVU even tie up, so losing a round isn't exactly of their most concerns. They'll be more thinking about what they want to do in the next to correct that. Or to, I mean, what can he get done?
Yeah, it'll be tough. But at this point, a lot of people know how to get those headshots as they start peeking through. It could be really deadly if he does find that angle. It looks like they will peek through, but Rez is the one to find the headshot instead. NIP finding the winner blow at the start of this round, getting that numbers advantage as Hampus may want to aggress now through A site. Rez finding that kill, ZTR chiming in from outside, but Jemmy and Slowly shutting down the crisis. Bomb now planted, Rez finding Zori, but it's HAVU in the numbers disadvantage for the retake. 2 versus 3. And retaking the B site is a prospect too difficult to deal with when you're at that numbers disadvantage. They will get themselves plenty of items on the table for them to choose. And with a smoke out from the start, with a pushing coming through from Hampus, it looks like it may be the A site take after all.
Oh no, it's not. The lower peak, ZTR good for 1, but Slowy's lining up heads. Beautifully done. HAVU, no problems at all for them within this one. Jemmy taking down Hampus, leaving Rez against 4, and with 13 seconds to go, he has to run, he has to hide, and he runs into the Molotov, swings open the doors. He's going to try and go for the plant. He does find the first, but no, in too little time. He does stick it, but actually, instead of dying, I thought just maybe he would have tried to have died to gain the money. And something to note, a 5v4, NIP, their T side, well, it's had problems in converting. Zori, oh my god, does he know? Rez, oh no, he's countered by X7, and Zori's found another, so the man advantage quickly turns into nothing but problems as Zori tears a second down. Hampus no more, and NIP with 35 seconds to go had to retrieve bomb, and they more than likely will concede a 9th, and this map becomes a lot more than just NIPs to take. It's a lot more in hot hands, and contention's running high because NIP now only up by 5. And while that is a large prospect to hold, it's soon to become 4. And should they lose the next buy in a round or so, task. Ariel, though, inbound, could find himself a quick kill. The outside peak Campus could catch the flank as well. And if he does, it's going to cement in quite an easy job for NIP. A 5 versus 3, no way they should lose this one out. Campus actually made his way all the way through towards A, and so concerns are now raised. Do they go back towards A, or do they stick with B? Well, I mean, I for one know they aren't going to be looking anywhere other than this A site, because Jemmy towards lobby now, he needs to go huge, and while he's been caught out by Nork, Ariel found another, so we are back level, and the bomb finally set in place.
Oh, and I think a little bit of a danger. ZTR lined up for him, but he's only getting one. Jemmy now with two. Bomb has been planted, but quite soon enough, Hampus is left in a 1v2. Spray down onto Zori. He's able to shut him down, but now position compromised here. Jemmy now with 40 points of health on him. Needs to find that AK-47 he has from the back of side. One bullet required. Hampus finds the kill on the end. Crisis averted.
For an IP to take 15.
They definitely have a chance with this one. Going onto the B side is what they're going for. But Hampus is still looking on from behind. Slow, he's able to find that one frag. The next 7 will try and reposition now to the B site. Try and hold them down as the doors do open up wide. Rez peeks out, finds a frag onto X7 down to 2v3 in IP. Still with the favoring numbers on getting that bomb plant down. Jemmy pushing up aggressively, spotted out, not really waiting for reinforcements, not waiting for the refrag from Slowy, and that's going to be dreadful. Now NIP will be getting themselves a 15th. Beautifully made from them. Unworthily so. HAVU, not much they can do at this point. Slow is the only player remaining, looking for exit frags. The only thing they can do now is play for an overtime scenario because NIP seems like they've wrapped the 15th in the bag, put a ribbon on it as well, and ship it.
Could be up to something funky.
Could be indeed. A couple of pistols here and there. Hampus is a man with a rifle, the man that could do most of the damage, but the pistols to find first frags. Jeremy and Slowly trying to chime in. 3 kills now gained for them, down to 2v2. Rifles now could be gained here from ZTR, but can they make this work? Onto the A site from above as well. X7 lurking on. 1 minute remaining, still time for NIP to play with us, but do we get the bomb planted? Now they know what's going on. Now they know how this is going to be played out. Chiming in, X7 is able to find that one frag. AWP now down, Rez all by himself for the AK-47. Has to fend against 2 more players. If he makes this happen, that's going to be game. Finds one. Oh, not quite. X7 saves the day. X7 finds a final frag, and HAVU get themselves to the 13th with the defuse. Close, messy, but HAVU still stick around, still util in their bag to come through. Hampus lead the charge now, come out. He's able to find that one frag. Maybe that's going to be enough. Coming into the vents though, taking it all the way to the B site. That might be huge. X7 though needs to be huge here. Auto sniper coming out, finding 1 kill, sprays down through the smoke, potentially to find the second, but no. Nork now finds one from outside. He's trying to make that auto sniper work, but not quite in time. Smoke is just huge. It's amazing. Bomb is planted now. And NIP could still win this out if it's played correctly. X7 closing up the gap between themselves and his opponents. Not coming out from control room. Is it going to be fast enough? Aerial finding one. ZTR returning soon. Jammy as well. Down to 1v2. Spray down from Aerial. HAVU, they've done it. Overtime now on the board. On the final map of the series. The one to decide who gets to go to the semifinals.
Overtime.
From one team. But now on the T side, NIP pushing through here on overtime, trying to get themselves right straight onto the board. Rez aggressing forward. He's able to find more, and Hampus as well from outside. Works out, but Aerial, he's able to punish right on through. Peek out from outside as well from Heaven. Isn't quite able to solidify that kill either. X7 though, he's able to find one as the bomb does get planted, but NIP with a favorable numbers heading into this on the defensive now that they do have the bomb planted. Post-spawn scenario definitely favoring the NIP side as HAVU find themselves in a very rough spot. They're going to go for it though. Overtime. They cannot afford to not to go for it. And Rez finding that one makes it that much more harder here for X7. HE grenade thrown out. It's as if they know exactly where he's coming from, and they do. Rez finds the frag. 16 to call the A site take, or else there won't be much time. Jemmy's the only one holding it out so far. Not coming out from outside as well. It's going to be a 2-front push here onto the A site as they start to trickle in, but they know they're going to drop down to the vents. Nork is able to find one as they dark off guard. Jemmy does find the refrag, but X7 here, he's able to hold it down. ZTR finding one. X7 still alive here from ramp. He's able to find one, nearly the second onto ZTR, running out of time, getting the bomb plant under the smoke. In a 1v3 Plotsky, can't really do much. Overwhelmed from the HAVU defense lines. The bomb did get planted, but it's not going to matter. 17-16 to be the scoreline on the end of the first half of overtime.
And HAVU taking 17 might just be a ticket. This is it. NIP's chance for vengeance. They cannot afford to lose another round. And right now, HAVU are trying to put up exactly that. Zori's response, an Aerial with another. From a 4 versus 3 to a 2 versus 2 as ZTR levels out the figures. X7 will plant the bomb. Do or die moment for NIP. The only opportunity they're going to get to try and keep their dreams alive within this tournament. And both players coming from ramp. Both players full HP, but that quickly demolished by the use of a grenade. A first kill could be found. Nork low HP. Aerial with one. Nork against two. Has found the first. No kit. Rather a kit but no smoke. As he taps the bomb, he has to stick it. He has to stick it. Is he going to pull this one off? No, he is not. HAVU, they win 19-16 in overtime, taking down NIP, and they will move through to the semi-finals.
Oh my word, HAVU have